So welcome back friends. As per the discussion, whatever we had on the channel and other group, options is something which everybody wanted to learn. And I had some options videos which are already updated. However, I thought let me go back to the basics of options. Okay. Uh, Basis on certain observations which I did with some of the traders in some of the groups, that people don't really understand what are the options, okay, how it has to be traded, and what are the things which we need to consider before we trade options. Now, one thing which has been told to every newcomer in the stock market is you trade on bank nifty options and you make good money, amount of money, okay. And some of the people, they make money as well, okay, without really knowing what are the options. Now, options would be our base to understand the overall market, the open interest and other things which will come later. However, the basics of options is what we need to understand. Options and futures is something which generally, all the experienced traders would suggest that you should always use options and futures as a next step. The first step has to be always on your basic cash trading. However, what happens is most of the new traders who come in, they will straight away jump into the options and futures. Okay. So this session or this video is basically trying to explain you the basics of options. Okay. Options is a very complicated thing, which probably would take some more time to learn. However, I will just try to make things simple, and I will just try to put those basics in your mind, so that you understand the basics of options. Now guys, whatever videos I'm sharing, there are lots of effort which goes in, and I hope you click on that like button, share it with your friends, the people who willing to learn. Okay, the only objective of putting all these videos is share my knowledge. Now, I'm not a trainer, this thing. But what happens is, I always had that thing saying that let me explain people in my own experience. Whatever experience I had, I can share it with you, so your learning curve reduces. So you are you can understand those things in much easier things. Otherwise, you can still go through the books and other things, other material which is available. So guys, let's understand what are the basic options. Okay, now if you see here, this particular place, okay, now this is your option. This is saying Nifty December 13,800 CE. Okay, now what this basically talks about? Now this talks about the underlying asset for this is Nifty. The first one is Nifty, which says underlying asset. Now here if you see, it is bank Nifty, which is underlying asset. Underlying asset, which is basically on which we are trading, right? So if you have to trade a Nifty, we are going and first typing Nifty, then saying 13,000. First we will type say Nifty, then we will say 13,700 CE or PE, whatever it is. Okay, and then we select that option, right? So first thing we need to understand is, first thing is underlying asset, second thing is your month, okay, the third one, it will be 13,800, which is your strike price. So strike price basically means at what price you want to have this trade, or what price you basically want to have a contract executed. Okay, so this is what you're selecting. So basically, and the last one is the call or a put. CE is call and PE is a put. Okay, now what happens is, say you expect market to say Nifty to go to say 13,800 by 31st of December 2020, right? So what you are trying to do now, what you are trying to do is basically you are saying I will buy 13,800. Okay, I'm bullish on the market. I'm buying 13,800 CE for Nifty for December 31st expiry, right? This is what we do. Okay, Now if at all I am say bearish on the market, so I would go and say December Nifty December 13,800 PE, which is put, okay, because I am expecting market to stay below 13,800 for say till 31st of December 2020. Now this is what we learn from to read how these options are basically put in here. Okay, now what are the important things? Okay, what are the important things? Call option and put option, these are the two options which we get. Now call, which gives you a right, okay, call option basically gives you a right to buy, okay, a stock or an index at a particular price. So say now when you are buying this 13,800 CE, okay, so now here under this there is no stock right now, okay, but if we go back and check, maybe say Reliance December say 2000 December CE, right? So what is that we are basically trying to say? That I am bullish on Reliance, right? And on 31st of December 2020, this option or this Reliance would be at say 2000 or above, right? So what I'm saying is I will try to buy this option, okay, I will try to buy this 505 shares here, okay, as a at a premium. So basically whatever mentioned here right now, if you see 30 mentioned here, which is basically a premium which we are paying for this particular option, basically a contract. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna buy 2000 shares, so 505 shares of Reliance at a price of 2000 at the end of 31st of December 2020. Now if at all the price of this particular stock, say Reliance, ends up at 2050, I would be at a positive side because I have already a contract which I am saying I will buy this share at 2000 on that particular day. Whatever might be the price in the market, I will buy this particular stock at 2000. Now whenever I am buying, there is definitely a seller also has to be available, right? So there is a seller who is selling this option, basically telling that I will sell 505 shares, or 505 is basically our option lot size, right? If you are seeing the 505 quantity here, okay, so this is saying basically at this particular 505 shares I'll sell it at 2000, okay, and for that I'm taking this as a 30 rupees as an insurance, right? So I'm receiving I'm receiving a kind of premium from a buyer, and I'm entering into a contract, right? Now at the 31st of December, okay, the stock price of Reliance is say 2050. Now buyer is actually happy because he is gonna get that share of 2000 which he entered into a contract as an option, okay, to buy that particular stock at 2000. However, seller is not happy because seller is saying I had, I could sell this shares at 2050 at a market price rather than selling at 2000 to this particular seller. Now in this scenario what is happening is, this is called option. Option means I have an option either to execute this particular contract, or I can get away with this particular thing, saying that I do not want to oblige with the contract, okay. So basically what is happening, there is no obligation in the case of future. There is an obligation that I have to fulfill that particular thing, okay, but in this scenario there is no obligation. So I can either decide to carry this particular thing, or I can decide not to execute this contract. Okay, so these are the things which is a call side and the buyer side. Okay, the call side is a buyer this thing buyer side and the seller side. Okay, so this video I had uploaded in the smaller story in yesterday. Now what happens now when both of these, okay, so basically what happens is there are long and short positions, right? So basically somebody is buying, somebody is selling that option, right? And it is very complicated right now because one side we are saying we are bullish and we are going on the long side, right? And second side we are saying we are bearish, we are going on the short side. Plus, say Reliance, I have two ways of trading this option, right? I can either buy this option or I can sell this option, right? So if I'm bearish, okay, rather than buying a put, I can sell this option, right? So there are different ways where people generally look at trading these options. Now what is happening, the biggest thing is, when the options were created, it was more of a hedging instrument. This is a derivative and it was a more of a hedging instrument than trading instrument. Okay, but today we generally trade these options for buying and selling on a regular basis. Okay, and we try to trade them. Now what happens, now there are multiple strikes, right? So when we are trading, what is happening is, when we are trading we have certain things in our calculation. The number one is the strike price. What strike price I want to execute this order, right? Or execute, I am ready to execute this thing. Okay, so if you see Reliance, Reliance will have multiple strikes like 1950, like 2000, 2100, 2200, whatever it is. Okay, and the premium of everything will change. Now premium, we'll get back to that calculation in the later videos, but as of now consider 30 rupees is a premium at this particular time. So what is happening, for 2000, 30 rupees is a premium. Okay, now Reliance, we will say we are extremely bullish. Okay, and we are saying the Reliance will be 2100 by the December 31st. Okay, so what we are doing is, we are trying to take an option which is 2100. Okay, we are trying to take an option which is 2100 at this particular time. Okay, where the premium would be little lesser. Okay, because nobody is expecting the Reliance to go up. Okay, now look at the difference between these two. Okay, the 6 rupees, because many of them are not bullish that the stock will go to this particular price. Okay, so the premium is at a lesser thing. Also there is other things which are theta and other things which will get calculated, as well as the underlying value. Okay, but what is happening now, where is Reliance in the today's scenario, right? So let's understand where is Reliance. Now Reliance is currently sitting at 1994, right? So it is not even 2000, it is not at 2100, right? So currently Reliance is at 1994, right? So 1994, if you see 1950, okay, there is an option of 1950 for Reliance, right? And this 2000 will become at the money. So basically immediate next strike, which will become your at the money strike. Okay, and 1950, which is currently sitting at in the money. Basically the price of Reliance, the spot price of Reliance, this particular share of the Reliance is much higher than the strike. So that time I say in the money. Okay, because the moneyness on this particular strike is much higher. Okay, and the price of this the spot price of this particular stock is higher than this particular strike. Okay, so this is basically at a trading at a premium, right? The next strike which will come is 2000, which is next immediate strike for me, okay, to trade. So that is at the money, okay, and 2100, which is little far than the current price of Reliance, okay. So which that will come as out of the money. Now what we need to do, okay, generally a simple funda, okay, we will discuss these other factors of options in the coming videos, okay. That's why I said excuse me, that's why I said it would not be easier for me to explain options and everything immediately in a one video. I will try and add more and more to it, but this the series has just started, okay. So just let's understand what are the basics of options, how do we kind of create that, okay. Now there are all other things which will be there, okay. So today what I will do is I will explain you what is exactly the options are, and then later on the next sessions I will start taking you through the option Greeks, what are the open interest, how do we calculate the option prices, and what all things we can cover up, or how do we trade options, okay. What are the things which we can use for the option trading, right? So today what is happening is, today whatever we discussed is basically at the money, out of the money. So now you can just comment in the comment box below, tell me now if 1950 December 1950 put, will this be an in the money or out of the money? Now you have to put this in the comment box, okay. So let me understand where exactly what all things you have learned from this particular session, and we will next understand what are the intrinsic value, okay, because the option amount of the option in the money is obviously in the money option of this particular strike, right? So what is my current price, okay. So if I'm buying a call of 1950, which is my in the money option right now, because the price is above this particular strike, so hence it is called as an in the money, right? This is 2000 is at the money because that is the next strike for available for me, and then we have 2100 which is out of the money, right? So these are the basics of options right now, okay. And like I mentioned earlier, there is no obligation on an option buyer or a seller to execute the contract. If both the parties agree to that particular thing, then the contract can be executed at that particular strike price, at that particular expiry day, okay. And every option has an expiry day, hence it will always be a depreciating asset. Whenever the markets are going against you, the options will always the premiums will always decay, hence you should not hold options in a buying condition for more than say my general rule is more than 1 hour, okay. But if you say more than 1 or 2 days, because otherwise you will tend to lose more and more money on this particular option, though your market or your stock is going in your direction, right? So that's it guys for today. I'll add more videos on this particular topic, so please do share this video with your friends and family, and hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you guys.